Hello, I'm Onur Chaka, and I'll tell you a little bit about Wallis. Today, we are all aware of the importance of cybersecurity, but sometimes we need to stop and realize we can no longer ignore the damage it causes to people and companies around us. When we examined the problems experienced and existing solutions, we divided the reasons into three basic categories, and we start to think about how to solve these three problems. First of all, we had to never ever compromise on protection and on top of that, achieve better results than our competitors. In this period, when everything was done automatically, we had to eliminate manual processes and be ahead of yesterday's technologies. We had to work so that the update processes remind us of perfection, not errors and delays. While doing this, we noticed two more categories that we didn't think of at first. In these processes, we should not tire the real owners of the risk with unnecessary details and keep them in an efficient flow of information. Finally, we had to make sure that these people's systems were always working correctly by testing their systems constantly. Our unrivaled machine learning algorithm was our most important resource, but we weren't satisfied with that either. We established a central cloud system whose potential has not yet been discovered. In this way, we not only respond to and learn from cyber attacks instantly, but also ensure that our system develops and stays updated every second. Our system starts to work after our installation phase, which requires a few lines of code. First, Wallis analyzes every traffic that comes to site and distinguishes malicious ones from others. After detecting malicious requests, it notifies employees responsible for cybersecurity via notification. At the same time as the notification phase, it learns the nature of the attack using its own algorithm and keeps it away from the system. As soon as it learns about the attack, it adds this attack to its database and updates itself instantly without any manual interference and continues to develop every second. Finally, Wallis creates realistic attack simulations by repeating the attacks it learned at any desired time and guarantee the security of the system. If we talk about our revenue model, we offer tailored subscription packages according to the traffic of companies and the services they receive. However, we also charge additional fees for services that are not included in the package on time, such as attack simulation. The damage to the world economy of the coronavirus, which affects our lives in every aspect, is estimated at $5.8 trillion with the second wave. The number you see on the screen shows the estimated damage that cyber attacks have given to the world economy in the last 5 years. We are taking our first step in the web security market, which is one of the fastest growing sectors where cyber attacks are most common and will continue to grow as the web develops. When we look at the total cybersecurity sector, we see that it is growing at an incredible rate compared to the similar sized sectors. As the world becomes digital, we can say that it is an indicator of importance of security. While comparing ourselves with our competitors in this huge market, we performed better than all of our competitors in areas of protection, update, and false positive that our customers care about the most. We decided to focus on DDoS security later. Our first target audience during the sales phase will be e-commerce sites with high daily traffic and valuable personal data. As we continue to work with e-commerce sites, we will meet the requirements of the law and set a deal with financial institutions. We will target companies that operate locally in more than one country once we prove that we can work even with the toughest regulations. We are currently in the POC stage with 10 companies across the globe, and we are planning to launch our mobile application and go on sale in November. Just 2 months later, we will add DDoS security, which we left in the background, to our product. We will step into our first new industry in April, and this will be IoT security. After a long development process, we will take our place in server security, which is the biggest part of the pie, and at the end of 18 months, we will redevelop all these systems with Hashgraph infrastructure, which is a more advanced system than blockchain in order to maximize data security. We only need $200,000 of investment to bring all of this to life. And most of that money will be spent on building our own server farm because we value our customers' data and we cannot risk server companies to hurt their privacy. So far, we have cooperated with many respected institutions. During this process, we improved significantly and connected very valuable people. To explain the success of our product with a small sample, we have detected almost 26,000 attacks among more than 57,000 requests. Without giving any false positives, we learned only 858 of these attacks to keep all of them away from the system, and we did not experience any data breaches during these processes. Coming to our story, Alican worked for a technology company in Silicon Valley for a long time. Akif, who worked in the same company with Alican for about 2 years, has cybersecurity experience in military systems in his past. Before Wallis, I founded one startup with Akif and one of my own. You can use these addresses to contact us, and you can access our detailed product documentation by scanning the QR code. As I said at the beginning of the presentation, we can no longer ignore the facts. We have to prevent companies from going bankrupt and people being unemployed because of the technologies that are clearly out of date.